Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-December 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. Also, if you've not done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go and jump in and get started, Libra. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's happening through the remainder of December. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the fifth and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to take a look at your crystal for December, do 3 yes or no questions, and take a look at a healing note. But again, let's go and jump in. So column number 1 is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. You have the summary card of moderation, Libra. You've probably heard me say this before if you've watched my videos for a while. In my opinion, moderation is one of the keys to success. So I always like to see moderation come through. It's good to think about like sleeping in moderation, hanging out in moderation, exercise, diet, food, spending money, working, really all things in moderation is good. So I like to see this. I think you've had good moderation the last few weeks. Self-control also seems to be a message that's popping through there. But let's go and take a look at what cards we have going on. The first card that we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is a very long-term strategic card. It's like you're making good moves long-term. So I always like to see the Emperor. This is also a card of respect and leadership. Some of you could have really been feeling a leadership role lately. In general, people have been really respectful. You've been respectful of them. So I always like the respect that's associated with the Emperor as well. But in general, you're like setting yourself up well. We're going into the last few weeks of the year. Make them count. Start getting us in good place for 2023. The next card that we have is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a very creative card. And when you see this card, it always like screams freedom at me. So I like this sense of freedom. Perhaps some of the balance, some of the moderation has really been freeing too. Like if you've been going to bed earlier, then you're feeling more recharged. If you haven't been spending much money, you're less worried about finances. So there's some real freedom that can come with moderation too. I know people think moderation and they think restriction, but that's not always the case. But good energy with their Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is also like a very energetic card, which is good. For me, I'm like so burnt out going into the end of the year, Libra. Little jealous you've got some energy there. A lot of us are kind of lacking as we get into the end of the year. And then last but not least, we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom. The Seven of Swords is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. There could have been one of those scenarios that have come up in the last few weeks. This is also a card though of wanting to run away and like move on. You see this person's gathering up their stuff. In some cases, I feel like some of you are just like really ready to get on to the new year. You're ready to move forward. But let's take a look and see what we have for clarifiers. The first card that we have is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a card of low feelings. If you look at the dark sky here, this person's laying down flat and they have all these swords stuck into them. It seems like some of you are kind of doubting where you're going or like questioning if you're going the right direction, which is interesting. Because I feel like you're making all the right moves. Again, the moderation's there, the creativity's there. You really are kind of in a free position, but it's like some of you are questioning if you're making that right move. But again, with the Emperor, this is really good long-term energy. You're in that kind of position of power, that leadership role. So things look good. If you are feeling these low feelings, the nice thing is this is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So we won't be feeling these Ten of Swords feelings for very long. The next card that we have is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card of isolation. It can be a card of worry. Again, some of you seem to be concerned if you're making the right moves here. You could be financially worried too going into the end of the year. Doesn't mean you're going to have financial issues, but I think money just may be on your mind. But again, there's a lot of freedom that's coming with the moderation. So the extra caution spending money, getting to bed earlier, all of those type of things, you're making the right move. So if you cannot worry, I would encourage you not to do so. But again, what's wrapping up and coming to close, so we get to leave some of that worry and some of those Ten of Swords feelings behind. The next card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very creative. It's new project, new creative idea. Again, you just like want to get a move on the new year. You're ready to take on the next thing. You're ready for the next adventure. And that's what that Page of Wands is there for you. Okay, in our next column, we're going to take a look at just general what's coming for the remainder of December. We have the card Absence. Absence is not a bad card. This is about giving yourself the time and the space. You can kind of withdraw a little bit. Keep to yourself. Again, give yourself the time and the space you need. I always like when we have like solid downtime going into the new year. We really do need to get our mind right and our energy right, Libra, to get ourselves set up for success for a brand new, full new 12 months. So absence is good. I always feel inclined to throw this reminder out because to some people, absence feels so selfish. Taking time and giving yourself space feels so selfish. And it's not at all a selfish thing. It even says that in this booklet, that this is not a selfish thing to do. So again, some of you could be a little bit withdrawn, which isn't a bad thing going into the end of the year. But let's see what messages we have coming through here. The first card that we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news. I like this. You're ending on a really strong note here. This is, again, going to be celebrations, achieving what you're hoping to accomplish. You could be getting recognized at work. Just lots of successes. We're ending the year on a high note again. Lots of completion going there. The next card that we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true. I like to see this. This is like, again, whatever you've been hoping for, praying for, manifesting for, you name it. That's just like, again, literally getting what you want there, Libra. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting and delayed success, but it seems like we're past that point of waiting. We're no longer waiting on what you're hoping for. We're no longer waiting for the success there. So nice shift in energy. Again, really finishing the year strong. In terms of clarifiers, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With Ace of Cups, it's typically new baby, relationship, marriage, proposal. So definitely some newness coming in. In terms of relationship and love, this can also be like a new friendship though, a new mentor, a new leader at work, a new coach. And business proposal too, it doesn't necessarily have to be like engagement, marriage proposal. So very much so a love card, but does have some relationships outside of your typical definition of love, and proposal again can come in a couple different forms as well. I like that. It's good energy. Those are two nice cards together. Not necessarily the same message, but two nice activities happening there. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very healing, very supportive. This is that new relationship though. Again, whether this is a mentor, a coach, a friend, a love interest, this is very supportive. I love the Queen of Cups because if you look at this card, the cup isn't really a cup, it's like a trophy, and this person thinks you're the trophy. So I love this. This person genuinely cares about you, wants to support you, wants to be with you, like again, sees you as the trophy. So I love that. At the bottom here, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords indicates a decision that needs to be made. It's interesting because none of these clarifiers are really clarifying. They're just additional things. So 6 kind of key items here, and that 6th key item would be a decision. Perhaps you've been waiting for the decision, but it's more so what you've been waiting for and the successes you've been waiting for. So do expect a decision in the next few weeks as well. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. I did just get this new deck of cards, which is like money, tips, tricks, advice. So let's see what your money card says. Money should first be invested into your physical, mental, and spiritual growth and development. Without health and well-being of these three, there is no purpose for money. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Libra. First up, we have the Four of Wands. I like this. I see like lots of celebrations and successes going into the end of the year. Same thing here. If we take a look at this card, it's like a finish line. So again, it's that completing, that success, that recognition. So getting across the finish line. This is a card of celebration. This is also a card of friends and family. I know we're talking about money here, but do enjoy your friends and family as well as we go into the end of the year. The next card that we have is the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of materialism. This could be like obsession, greed, envy. When I see this card, it's typically a budget card, especially in terms of money. So it's about like not overspending or not obsessing of money. So do be cautious of budget going into the end of the year. I'm not saying there's money issues, but again, it's a good time to continue to exercise that moderation and potentially do some financial planning or budget planning going into 2023. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card with lots of different things going on. I do think you're going to finish the year pretty busy. I know there's only a couple weeks left, so hang in there. But it does look like you're wrapping up and completing a lot of things. So this is really coming through as busy energy. I think there are lots of paths available to you too. There's lots of options when we see the Seven of Cups with something different in each cup. There's a lot of opportunity right now here for you. Let's go ahead and clarify this column. The first clarifier we have is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card, again, of teamwork. So again, I don't know why family and friends is coming in here. Perhaps it's coworkers. But regardless, enjoy these people. You have people on both cards, so hang out with them. I know that's a weird message, but that's the message I'm getting there, Libra. The Three of Pentacles, though, is also a card of quality, skill, craftsmanship. I'm not surprised to see this because, again, you're cranking out a lot of work here at the end. It's super successful. A lot of things are getting complete. So this is like your hard work that you're putting out there. The next card that we have is the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Swords, this is specifically idea or clarity. And again, it's good to be clear on what you want from money going into 2023. It's good to be clear on the budget that you want. It's good to like know what your budget is and not overspend. So again, just set really realistic expectations with money. Don't get greedy, don't get envious, don't get materialistic, don't go out overspending. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an ace card, again, it's a card of newness. And this is like the desire to go on a new path. I do see something new coming for you. Again, it could be a new project. It could be a new job. There's just so much opportunity here. And this is you going after one of those new opportunities. So be curious to see what that is for some of you and kind of what the new year brings. But again, lots of opportunity there. In our next section, or our next column, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. Similar to the money deck, I did get a new love deck of cards. So let's check your love message. It says it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is time to give to yourself. Pairs really nicely with the absence card there. But in this column, again, let's talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage. The first card that we have is the Three of Cups. This is again a celebration card, so celebrations all the way across. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. That's my message for you, Libra, going into the end of the month. This is also, though, a card of friends and family, circle of support. I know the cards are saying absent, but again, the message I'm getting is enjoy the friends and family still. We're going into that holiday season, enjoy them. Do maybe make sure you're taking that time and space for yourself, giving yourself some alone time. But as the opportunity presents itself, do go and enjoy that company as well. But again, celebration. So not sure exactly what this love celebration will be, but celebrations across the board there. The next card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is very nostalgic. It's kind of a time of reflection. There is potential for a reunion here too. So if some of you are single and seeking to be in a relationship, perhaps there's a reunion coming your way in the next few weeks. But this just could be reflecting. It could be reflecting on the year, reflecting on your relationship, reflecting on your growth. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of rivalry, challenges, obstacles. It does seem like there's some conflict in the next few weeks related to friends, family, or a lover. it's not like going to a new relationship or derail or anything, but again, there's kind of that conflict, something coming up. Unfortunately, the holidays brings that out in all of us too, so just keep that in mind. The first card that we have, though, for clarifiers is the Knight of Cups. In terms of good love cards, it really doesn't get much better than the Knight of Cups. This is like Prince or Princess Charming. It's very romantic, very proposal-like. If you want to enter into a relationship, this is a great time for you. This is like everything that you're looking for. If you're hoping to get engaged or married, this is a great card for you too. And this really could just be a new friend. Again, the Three of Cups is very much so a friend card, so this could be a new, like, perfect friend for you. The next card that we have is the Ten of Cups. For those of you that have watched my videos before, you know I love the Ten of Cups. It's one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. There's a happy couple, kids playing, the grass is green, water is running. There's a nice full rainbow at the top here. The Ten of Cups is like everything perfect. It's contentment, it's family, it's total love and support. So especially a great card for our love column. For those of you going through the reunion, it looks really promising. Like this could be a really promising, happy, healthy relationship. If you're wanting children, this is a great card for you. In general, you could just be reflecting on to this state of contentment and this state of love, which I like to see. But great single in a relationship, whatever your love situation is. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gains. When I see this, typically it's like money around you. It's like going from one income to two, like moving in together, or your spouse getting a new job, or like a parent getting a new job. So just keep an eye out on that. Again, feels unrelated to the conflict, but again, the conflict just seems so small in the grand scheme of things. So don't give a ton of energy there. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column. We're going to do a message from our future self, our spirit guide, so advice to carry into the remainder of December. We have the card Surface. Surface is like about absorbing the things that are good for you and blocking out the things that are bad for you. Think about having this like bubble around you, having this surface around you, and again, only letting in the good things, keeping out the bad. So that's really where we're at with Surface, but let's see what messages we've got coming through here. Okay, definitely a money message, but let's read this through. The first card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Again, anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. Ace of Pentacles is new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. Definitely some sort of money coming in going into the end of the year. Again, these are all money cards here, Libra. The Empress, this is a card of creation. This is a card of abundance. So entering into a really nice, healthy, abundant period in terms of finances. Having that ability to create any money we may need or want. And then the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom is a very resourceful card. And this is about making good money moves. And this is an indicator that you are making good money moves. So it's interesting. All money messages coming through here at the end. We always love that though. Love a good money message. The first clarifier we have is the Empress. We just talked about the Empress, so kind of getting that repeat message there. That ability to create, that ability to have that abundance. So this new money move that's coming in is really promising. It's what you've been wanting to create. It's what you've been hoping for. And it's leading to that abundance you've been looking for. So I really like that. The next card that we have is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is about healing. And if you need to, make sure you're healing your relationship with money. What you don't want is like to continue the cycle of debt. Like maybe you pay all your debt off, you get a new job, then you rack up all this debt again. So again, make sure you have a really happy, healthy, healed relationship with money because there's big money moves coming. And at the bottom here, we have the Nine of Swords. Again, financial worry keeps coming up. We were talking about that earlier. There's just a little bit of worry lingering out there. That you're making the right moves. But again, very promising cards here, very future focused. The Queen of Pentacles saying that we're making the right choices. So overall, I like this for you, Libra. Last reading of the year here. At this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Seven of Spades. This is number 25 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the Four of Hearts. This is number 17 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the King of Diamonds. This is number 15 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, yes, yes for you, Libra. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you throughout December. You have Carnelian, which is good for urge of discoveries. It's good for vitality, courage. It helps you handle everyday challenges with ease. It's also really like a heart stone. And last but not least, we're going to take a look. We're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, surround yourself with people who make you hungry for life, touch your heart, and nourish your soul. Thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, if you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box. But thank you so much, and I hope you have the best end of the year.